All right, so let's start off with welcome everyone to Skincare and Beauty with PerkiPerkins. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you for joining me here on my channel. So as I mentioned at the beginning, and the other the other thumbnail, because I ended up again having to go through StreamYard because I couldn't sync my new camera to use it as a webcam. I wish I could have. It would have been a much crisper picture, but I'm using StreamYard today for my streaming because the video quality on a built-in laptop is horrible. But I'm going to be doing my unboxing of the Raw Beauty Kristi X Colourpop collection. And oddly enough, I know most people love Colourpop. That's like everyone's jam. Like everyone that I know of, all of you guys on the chat, everyone loves Colourpop. And this is my first Colourpop order, you guys. This is my first Colourpop palette, liners, you name it. I haven't owned anything from Colourpop. I'm like the last person to jump on the bandwagon. Hi, Sabrina. Thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate it. So I'm going to be doing my live unboxing, and then we're going to be doing just a quick little tutorial. I had originally, again, because I was messing with my camera for over an hour. Oh, dang it. I was messing with my camera for so long. I was originally hoping to have my base makeup done, but that didn't happen because, as you can see, I've broken out once more. So let's open her up. So what are you all doing this Saturday? I hope it lives up to the hype. I mean, I've seen so many people on YouTube and everywhere else saying how amazing the Raw Beauty Kristi and Colourpop collection is. I'm intrigued to test out the formula because, again, I've never tried the Colourpop formula, especially those Super Shocks. Like, I'm curious about those. Oh, come on. Like, this is why I normally pre-cut my boxes. Ooh, this is very pretty packaging. It's nicely padded, so that's always good. Oh, this is so pretty. It came with 3 liners, cream gel liners. See, I keep on hearing how the Colourpop liners are really, really good and creamy and long wearing. So if they're that good, I will finally invest and buy that big bundle once it comes back in stock, because I've tried ordering it, but it always sells that fast. And finally, the palette, all forest, what's it called? Man, they did a great job packaging. At Forest Sites, right? It's very pretty. I love the detailing. And I used to actually live nearby where the mountain that they were discussing in this, Raw Beauty Kristi was discussing in her video. I used to live like seeing the mountain, so I thought that was really, really cool. But I never saw like I never paid attention to mushrooms because I don't really, care for them. But I thought that was a nice concept. What's down here? Oh, just a generic card. You're looking fabulous. I know, like, I'm usually a sucker for packaging. If the packaging is cute, I will keep it. I used to live in Federal Way in Washington. I only lasted 9 months, though. I could not handle the weather. Like, it rained all the time, and it really was depressing for me. Brenda, you haven't tried Colourpop either? This will be my first time. I mean, their products are very affordable, but it can be a little frustrating. Like, I tried for, 4 days straight to get the Hocus Pocus collection. Sold out immediately everywhere. I went to Ulta to pick it up in person. They seriously had 5 pellets in the entire store. Which I'm like, why would you even bother? And they don't restock. And again, they launch new stuff like every week or 2 weeks. Like, who was it? Like, I just found out they released Hello Kitty collection yesterday or the day before. Oh wow, you live close to Bianca. That's so cool. That's more south, right? That's more south than Federal Way. See, like, the best time of the year when I lived in Washington was in July. And here they came with 2 glosses. Yeah, I'll definitely be keeping this packaging. And here are the infamous Super Shock Shadows. This is, it kind of looks like a highlighter. Let me pull them out. It came with 4 Super Shock Shadows. So you haven't tried your palettes? See, I tried the, okay, maybe I lied because I just realized I did a long time ago try the concealer for them, but it wasn't working for me. It was the matte one. I do want to try their hydrating formula, the newer one, because I hear that's better. Like, the people that had a hard time with the original, they have a better experience with the hydrating formula. Like, I'm so behind on the times when it comes to, I guess you could say, affordable makeup. I still haven't tried the e.l.f. Cosmetics Camo Concealer. I honestly, like, behind me, I have a crap load of palettes and products I haven't tried. Like, I was just mentioning, I have the Camo Concealer. I haven't tried the Camo Concealer, but I have it. It's in a package. I got the Pat McGrath Concealer and the under eye powder. I haven't tried it. They're still sealed in packages. Like, sometime midsummer, I decided, because I was using less and less makeup, I decided to basically and slow down the amount of product I open and make sure I was using things up before I opened the next one because of the expiration dates. And when it comes to, like, germs and expiration dates, I'm that one person that will go through your cupboards and look for expiration dates. I could be a little kooky like that sometimes. Like, my mom, when I go and visit, she'll tell me, Janet, don't go through my cupboards, or don't be looking at my labels. I just, like, you don't want to be, like, imagine if it's an eye product like mascara. Oh, mascara, I won't use it past 3 months. Yeah, like me, I get hormonal acne, but at the same time, sometimes if I'm being oversensitive, I guess you can call it, and I use the wrong product, that will cause me to break out more. Like, or using, like, or when I use face mask, if I don't come home and wash my face right away, I will break out. Like, that's what happened down here. I think 2 days ago, I went out. Hi, Bethany. Thank you so much for joining. But yeah, 2 days ago, I went out to grab something at the grocery store, and I didn't wash my face. I did all the other cleansing, but not wash my face. By that evening, I felt something was coming. And then by the evening, like the next morning, I had broken out. So here are the 4 shades. I love this packaging. So these look like toppers. I don't know why I thought it was going to be something different. Oh, that looks so nice. Wait. Okay, there we go. This has like an olive kind of undertones called like moss, so totally fits that. Like, I'm not going to swatch all this stuff because, well, the Super Shocks, I'm going to save a few only because I'm going to give some away. So I'm only going to keep the ones that I know I might use because, again, I don't want to use everything. Well, again, the face masks really mess with our skin. Oh, campfire. This is a very, oh, okay. Sorry, I'm trying to get used to this whole camera thing. Okay, there we go. This is a very beautiful Super Shock. It very, very, very coppery, and it's called Campfire. I like the golden copper flake. Mycelium, is that pronounced right? Oh, you could totally use this as a highlighter. This is so pretty. Oh, there. It's so awkward filming on a computer versus a phone. And I'm trying to figure out how to film with my new camera because it's very awkward. This one's called Olympic. Definitely no Olympic. If you guys start hearing background noise, my neighbor and their kids are all outside. I guess they're taking advantage of our nice weather today. So for the liners, I'm not going to open those. I'm just going to show you guys the glosses. Come on. I'm going to end up ruining this packaging. Oh, yeah, I got scissors. Oh, I thought they were, oh yeah, they're glosses. So these two are both glosses. This looks like a clear champagne-y gloss right there. This one's called Glacier. Totally. It's very nice. This one's called Wildflower. Like these two right here, because I'm very particular when it comes to lipstick and glosses. And this is definitely too nude for me. I'm going to save these for a giveaway, you guys. And I've already told you guys, I don't want to waste product and be swatching like a bunch of lipsticks and glosses when I know I'm not going to get to them. Like I have so much lipsticks that have expired, are separating because I opened so many last year and they only last 6 to 12 months, you know, depending on the formula. I have some that are still within the 12 months and they've separated because I hadn't touched them in so long. But this one's very pretty. Okay, let's open up the palette. And then for the eyeshadow look for the palette, I'm going to just do something very simple. I'm not going to do nothing very ornate. I want to be, ooh. So the one thing I have noticed from people mentioning is Colourpop doesn't put mirrors in their palettes. And, but they're, I mean, in general, they are affordable. I think this was like 20 bucks, but the colors are very pretty. Oh, this is so difficult. Okay. Oh, much easier. Okay. You guys can see the colors. Like, I was actually intrigued by the green. Basically, this whole corner This is the corner that I was like, it looks so eye-catching. Yes, the blue greens look so pretty. Like growing up, my favorite shades were always greens. Well, my favorite color was green. I really never did much makeup. But yeah, so this whole basically perimeter, the whole left side looks so pretty to me. And I think that's where I'm going to focus today. And what I'm going to do is, again, because I know this video is going to be very, very long if I do this, I'm going to post swatches on my Instagram, but I'm also going to, my friend, Cat's Eye Beauty, actually, she was the one who suggested, because she liked my idea how I was doing the eyelid swatches on my Hank and Henry video, which I still haven't done the palettes, so I got to do those. But she was mentioning how she liked the idea, how I took it from that girl Shay, but showing it on the eyes, and I should maybe make reels, so it's a sped up version. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make an eyelid swatching video and post it on my Instagram feed, but I'm also going to post it on my, what are they called again? Those shorts, the new YouTube shorts. This way you guys can see very quickly. Oh Lord, those children. This way you guys can see fairly quickly the how they swatch on your your eyelid. I don't think I'm going to do the whole bare lid. Yeah, I'm going to do it bare lids, no primer kind of deal. And I'll make sure to notate all that information. And again, this way we're not taking hours on end swatching on live. And I'm also, arm swatches, I hate. I hate arm swatches. I don't think they're a true representation because the skin in our arms are completely different than the skin of our eyelids. And like, for example, for a while, I used to like how Wayne Goss did his swatches on his face. But then I also thought about it, like, our face texture and skin is totally different than our eyes. So eye swatches is where I'm going to pretty much stick to. But again, just to make sure videos are not too long, I'm just going to start posting them on my shorts and on reels. Yes, Bama. I'm going to start posting it on reels too. I need to figure out how to disconnect my phone from my laptop because it keeps on popping up when phone calls come in. So as always, you guys, so now I'm going to just start off with my little tutorial. And as always, I'm going to, okay, this is where it is. So I'm going to use my Gerard Cosmetics as always. This is the Clean Canvas in Fair. And FYI, Jen Loves Review. Sorry, Jen Loves Review just made a video a few days ago and talked about, turn off my Bluetooth. I thought I had it off. Yeah, my Bluetooth's off. That's the funny part. But so Jen Loves Review just did a review on the Clean Canvas by Gerard Cosmetics, and she absolutely raved about it. So if Jen loves it, everyone else should love it. But it's available in 4 different shades. Hey, Corey, is Gerard still running their cyber sales? I know they were running 30, 50, and 70% off because, like, for example, me and Corey are both affiliates of Gerard Cosmetics. So we have 30% off discount codes and links, which people can still use our codes whenever. I'm so sorry, my brain's slow. You could use our 30% off when there's no other promo running, but you can always use our link, so at least it shows activity when they are having their cyber sales. Because I know I actually have right down here my Gerard Cosmetics mystery box. I got the full-on haul. I filmed the video, and the video quality was so horrific. I was too embarrassed to even post it. They're gone for now, but Okay. So for now, the Gerard Cosmetics 5070 is gone, but I'm pretty sure as it gets closer to Christmas, they'll end up having some kind of sale running again where it's higher than 30%. But if not, if you guys want to buy the clean canvas, we do have 30% off. And you need very, very little. Like this much could probably do both my eyes. Dude, I hope I don't get sick. Me, if I take a shower in the morning and let's say I go out with wet hair, I will get sick almost immediately. Like, and my dumb butt did that yesterday. It was actually the afternoon, but I forgot to blow dry my hair. I'm like, oh, I'll just throw my beanie on. Anyways, so because fair is actually very similar to my concealer color, I just put it everywhere. I actually use this to clean up my brows too. Thank you, Kate. You have a good day. Be safe. Oh, and your giveaway should be shipped out on Monday. Which reminds me, everyone, if you haven't entered my current giveaway on YouTube, I have it linked down in the description. It's pretty much a, what is it called? It's 6 items. It's basically a full premium box that I'm giving away, or 7 items. It's almost $300 in retail. And I will also have another giveaway coming next week. That's a big, big giveaway. That's a collaborative giveaway that I'm doing with a few other YouTubers. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. And I think I mentioned in one of my last lives, or probably in a video, but basically going forward, what I'm going to start doing, because I get a lot of duplicates of products, especially when it comes to subscriptions, because I'm on PR for a couple different companies. So, and BoxyCharm is now sending me all their boxes. Ipsy sends me all their boxes. That what I'm going to do is every month, I'm going to start posting at the end of the month. I'm going to post basically a giveaway with 5 to 6 products out of those boxes. And again, every single month, I'm going to hold a giveaway. Originally, I was thinking, oh, I'll do like 1 item or something in that sort every video. But shipping gets very expensive, especially when it's like, you know, like I could ship a box for $15 versus $10 to $12 for a single item. So I decided I'm just going to stick to doing 1 monthly giveaway of products, except for December. I'm going to do 2 giveaways, but because one of them is a collaborative giveaway with a couple other YouTubers. And then my little sponge. It's very easy. Okay. I didn't want to film in my blank wall over there because I usually would have a lot more space. I have everything in a tiny little folding table in front of me. So I'm like, how do I fit all this? Bring my little brushes. Cut those here. There we go. just dropped it. Hey, Queen of Hearts. Hope you're doing good. Oh. So I think to start off my crease, because I'm just noticing there's not really light shades in here. Like Old Growth is the lightest. Where is it? Old Growth is the lightest one. So, should I go in with Puffball? Where are you? Should I go in with Puffball or Fiddlehead first? I'm thinking of putting it in my crease and just going in like maybe from the outer corner about halfway in to start it off. Because I definitely want to use Evergreen. I think I'm going to go in with Puffball right here, just to start it off and fill it out. It's a very olivey kind of tone. Looks nice. Okay, so I'm going to use this brush right here. This is my not Hank and Henry. This is the Makeup Institute S206. And I'm going to go in right here. I'm going to go in with Puffball. Shit. Definitely a lot of kickback in the pan. So maybe that's a good idea that maybe it was a good accident. I did not do my base first. Like I did hear that there's a lot of fallout or kickback in the pan. So I guess we'll be able to see if it falls all over my face. I didn't set my base. So I'm going to start off by patting it in towards the outer corner. And so far it's nice. Again, just a lot of kickback in the pan when I dip in my brush. And this is more of a firm, it's a soft brush, and I'm not really going in hard. But for me, typically, as long as it's in the pan, basically, as long as it's not too excessive in the pan, I'm perfectly fine. And I don't like it when they're too harsh, like when it's like all over my face. Like that's why I typically try to stay away from glitters. That looks cute. Okay. Yeah, Sabrina, I think I saw maybe 2 people comment about the kickback in the pan. And I was like, well, we'll see how bad it is. Cause I mean, like for example, my ABH palettes, that's why I don't use them. The kickback is so bad. Even if I'm barely dipping my brush, I just can't handle it. Like it makes my whole tabletop super messy. And I just don't like that. I definitely went in a lot darker than I had hoped, but hopefully I could blend it out a bit. My base is still a little bit wet, so. It's definitely, there you go. It's definitely noticeable, but so far it's not that messy. And I always use the memory of the ABH one that I had. I think it was the Riviera palette. That was the first palette I got from ABH. And then someone gifted me the Sultry palette. And they're literally just in the basket. The pigments are very, very pretty. Like that, I love the color story. Like I don't really have shades exactly like this. And I've been looking for palettes that had more mattes because I have a ton of shimmers for some odd reason. Yet I don't use too much shimmer. I've noticed a lot of brands in general in the last maybe 2 years or a year and a half, they've started adding a lot more shimmers and glitters into their palettes, when prior it used to be majority mattes or like a satin. Like I like satins. Satins are very nice because depending on how you apply it or blend it, you can make it work almost like a matte. Mm-mm. I'm gonna just darken it up a little bit in the inner corner right there, and then we'll move to the next one. I'm going to use this Meg brush from Hank and Henry. There's no product, and I'm just going to use it a little bit to buff out my edges a bit because I still don't know if I want to go in with old growth to blend it out. Still not sure. I'm so used to going in with a much lighter blending shade. One Busy Mama, I saw one of your videos. I don't remember. I know it was last week. I saw one of them. I don't even remember if I commented, because I do remember I was doing laundry, I think, when I was watching the video. I actually took off too much. There we go. All right. So now for my next shade. I don't know. What should I do for the next shade? Like, I don't know what to do. Like, I like this one. The PNW looks really, really cool. It's like an aqua blue. Emerald City looks really cool. I don't remember which one it was. There were several people that kept on telling me if it, I don't remember if it was Amanita or Homegrown. There was one that was giving people a hard time. I want to stay away from that one today. Let's see. I think I'm going to start off with Emerald City. It's this greenish tone. You want PNW? Okay, we'll do PNW. I'm just going to put it towards the outer corner of my eye. I will use, I'm going to use this brush right here. It's like a pencil. It's a large pencil brush. Alrighty. So, where are you? Oh. So I'm going to go into P. Ooh, see, I'm not coordinated. So, doink. There we go. PNW, guys. Holy cannoli. Okay, this could have been from me dipping too hard, but the dust was everywhere. Lord, that was bad. I should have showed you before I blew it off. Sabrina, did you have really, really bad kickback? Because I don't know if I dipped it too hard or what, but the whole pan kicked around the shade on PNW. So I'm going to start off by stamping it on the outer section. Okay, I'm switching brushes. I'm going to use this $1 Billion Brow one. It's a concealer brush, but I think I'll be able to pat it in and pack it better. God damn. Yeah, a little bit more control. Yeah, I'm barely touching it and it's all over the place. Like if I had a light shade next to it, that pan would have been ruined because Emerald City is full of PNW right now. That's why I decided to change to this guy because at least I could pat it in. In case you guys didn't know, my name is Janet and I'm horrible at cut creases. That's why I try to I try to get away from having to do them. I've tried so many different techniques and somehow I always end up messing up anyways. Oh, well, thank you for joining us, Golly, Corey. I appreciate for you coming on by. You take care. Did I go in the nope? I am now seeing glitter for some odd reason. Again, thank you everyone who has came on by. I understand if you guys need to go by at any point. It's Saturday, so most of us probably have something to do at some point today. But I wanted to make sure and mention that I greatly appreciate you guys. Okay, that's at least good to know. The shimmer shades are not that. So you're saying the shimmer shades weren't that bad? So I have to. I went back with puffball, and I'm just trying to add to the outer to add color back. Damn. Kind of feeling like it's making my color really muddy. That's good. I know like Raw Beauty Kristi normally doesn't like what is it called? Like glitters because she doesn't like when they're chunky and stuff. So I would hope maybe that's the reason. Oh yeah, I love watching Elizabeth. Actually, you just reminded me. I need to send her an email about something. Something that we were chatting on. Something that was being discussed on the live. I need to actually talk to her. But it's so funny. I remember when I started watching her just over a year ago, and she told us a little bit about her background. And oddly enough, we have a lot of similarities when it comes to employment. We had the same employer at some point, and I think we were in the same department, if I remember correctly. My memory is really bad, you guys. So, but yeah, but I do remember the basics. So ever since then, I was like, I like her. She has a really nice, honest, like, unboxings, and I'm really excited for her and how she's being able to work with BoxyCharm, and things will get better for all of us. Hopefully 2021. We need this year to be over. I'm done with 2020. Like 2020 has been the worst. Like except for Raw Beauty Kristi, she had the best 2020, I think, out of anyone in the universe. She had 2 product launches. She's just had her baby. I think on Monday or Tuesday, she had her baby boy. So, she had the best year while all the rest of us were in the dumps. I'm hearing something in my window. It's freaking me out. Yeah, like I was pretty ecstatic. I had her on notifications, and I was like, I remember when the one video when she came back, I was like, because I kept on looking, I'm like, is she okay? I always forget. Like, I want to reach out to certain people and I will forget to do it. Like, I'll go on Instagram and I get sidetracked by something and I'll forget to go back to it. So, like, even with the newest update that they did on Instagram, oh man, they messed up my messages so bad. I'm trying to find some people right now. Okay. I'm not liking how this looks, like, at all. I'm going to try to finish it and put some glitter, but it's just not having a lighter shade is just really throwing me off. Like, I don't know. Looks weird. I think I've mentioned this in other lives or something. Yeah, I've mentioned it on lives and on some of my videos. Like, I understand that many a times, like, especially like our friends on YouTube that we like to support, we, well, like me, I'll put them on a watch later list for myself and I'll let it run. I let my playlist run while I'm cooking dinner, cleaning, or whatever. And a lot of the times I forget to go back and comment. Like, One Busy Mama, I know I watched one of her Raw Beauty Kristi videos, and I'm like, now I'm wondering, like, I know I watched it. Did I comment? Like, there's another gal, Jackie Naturals. I know I watched her Fat Fifth Bun unboxing, and I'm like, I did not comment because I got a phone call. I was watching hers on a phone. So, you know, things happen and we try to watch on our free time. Where in the heck? Oh, there you are. So this is my setting powder, like my little travel size. It's just really bothering me how the sides are. I'm using the setting powder to kind of just try to blend out the edges because I don't want to go with the other one. It's too dark for me. Because I already have hooded eyes. Once I close my eyes, everything's going to go away. It's really patching. My right eye is patching a little bit. All right. I give up for now. But I'm going to go in with Evergreen. It's this guy right here. I was trying to do an all green look, but it's not coming out nice. Oh, this is so pretty. I should have looked at the pictures again before I went live. There was one look that Raw Beauty Kristi had done in her campaign, or was it a tutorial? Again, I can't remember, but it was like a halo eye look, and it looked so pretty. And she had like dark inner corner and outer corner. Definitely not something I would have normally done, but it looked so pretty on her. I would have definitely wanted to try that. All right. This is definitely pretty, and it's blending out okay. Especially being that I'm not doing it with a brush, nor is it wet. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, it's not bad. Where did it go? I'm going to take this brush right here. I'm going to go back into PNW lightly. And I'm going to try to fix this little patchy spot. I just realized this is the side I had started with the brush. Sabrina, do you ever go live? Like, my goal is to go live at least once a week. I got dust everywhere. Alrighty. Thank you, Liz. So I might regret this, but I really want to go into Chantrell. Ugh, gosh, I want to go into this shade, this like yellowy mustard tone. I want to just pop it a little bit like lightly on towards the inner corner portion, like the crease inner corner, like, you know. Ooh, this brush is scratchy. Yeah, no, not that brush. I'm going to use this brush. So I'm going to go into Chantrell. Just want very light-handed. I just wanted to like give it a little bit of warmth, like more of a pop on the inner corner. Not bad. Once I put a highlighter in the inner corner, it should be fine. So did you do any other Black Friday shopping, Liz? Lizbeth? I feel like I want to put something on the inner corner just so it pops a little bit more. I will say, at least for once, I actually have wipes, so I'll be able to clean, hopefully, the outer area a little bit easier. I'm going to buff this section out. See, that looks... This is the puff ball. Like, the more I try to add... Yes. Oh my gosh. Like, I usually don't ever like makeup wipes, especially because the few I've tried, they're, they kind of irritate my skin, or they're too wet, or, I'm like Goldilocks in that aspect. Like, they're, something's always wrong. But these are actually not too wet, and they're not too dry. And when I used it the other day, because I was being lazy, they actually removed my makeup nicely without stripping my skin, and I still went in and cleansed. But they felt really nice, and they had no fragrance, which is a good thing. Hey, Jessica, thank you so much for joining. It's okay. I know it's Saturday. Everyone's busy, like, I thought about it. I had been wanting to go live and thought about it for the last like 3 days. And only late last night did I make a flyer, like, I want to get better at doing lives in general, where I want to try to go live at least once a week if possible. So that's going to be my goal, is starting to go live once a week. Definitely on weekends, because during the week my kids have school. So, I'm usually teaching them and stuff. And normally within breaks or lunch, that's when I film my videos during the week. So, but hopefully going forward, I want to try to go live like on a Saturday or Sunday, and I will start posting it like on a Wednesday. This way it gives everyone like a few days if they're able to make it, or at least think about hopefully joining me. All right. So right now I just went back to that mustardy yellow Chanterelle. I just want to use it to buff out the edges and add a little bit more depth on the outer. Old growth would have been a little bit too much on the pink side for me. Oh, thank you, Sabrina. Sabrina, would you mind just, it could be any comment, writing it in my regular comment section? I want to make sure I'm subscribed to you, because I really do have a bad memory, so I can't remember. Like, I know I have a few Sabrinas, I just don't remember I'm subscribed to you. I would love to support you as well. My daughter's laughing at me. Such evil children. So no. So I think for now, this is pretty much, oh, wrong one. There. I just put a little bit of setting powder, and I'm using it to blend out the edges actually. The neighbor's motorcycle. One of my neighbors just is revving up its engine. Yeah, I was actually supposed to go live at 10, but I was messing with my camera and my new one that I just got, and it just took forever, and it still said I couldn't do it. So it really pissed me off. I think it's a learning curve for me. I'm hoping to film with it at least tomorrow. So these are the, what? Let me just do this. Okay, position. So these are the ones I just got in my Ipsy refreshments bag. And yeah, they were really, really nice. And again, I like the fact that they're not too wet and it's doesn't have fragrance, because definitely wipes can be very stripping. And it's not something like I would use all the time. Hey, Sylvia, thank you so much for joining. Yeah, I don't usually use wipes often, so. I think this is the first wipes I've had in almost, at least since August. And no, I'm sorry, May. And I didn't use them very much. Like, it took me a long time to use them. It's not too bad. What do you guys think so far? That that shimmer is really pretty. Ah, there it is. Okay. So I'm going to put my primer now, because I usually do my base makeup. And I'm not going to go into too much. I'm going to keep my face basically pretty simple. Because again, my original goal was to do my base makeup off camera. I even woke up early today, hoping I could get it done. Wipe this off. I have very little. There we go. I have very little left of this guy right here. This is the Tarte Poreless Primer. It's a very nice pore filling primer, silicone base. I put very, very little, maybe like a drop or a half a drop, and make sure it kind of melts in your hands. Dang. Look at my fingers, you guys. I'm literally covered in P&W. I did not realize that. I thought it was just one spot. Yeah, P&W is definitely, if forewarned, P&W is messy. I mean, the pigment's really nice, but it's very messy. So it's like all P&W. Anyways, as I was saying, this was actually my Project Pan video. And I might make it. I don't even remember when I never did check-ins on Project Pan. Like, I had the intentions to, but honestly, COVID really messed up a lot of things. And oh shit. Okay. I think this might be the last squirt, because it took me a long time. But yeah, COVID just really messed up everything. Like, I had an original schedule. I was going to originally post, 3 days a week and one live, if not two. And that just went out the window because, kids were home. Like, my husband works from home too. Like this little corner where I'm filming, like I was showing one of my friends like a picture of how it's set up. I literally had to give my vanity spaces just right there to my husband for his work computer. And then my kids do homework and online school right here, like literally 4 feet away from me. So, except for my daughter, she started doing it in her bedroom because she doesn't like being next to her brother, you know, teenagers. Anyways, but yeah. So, like, we literally share this whole little space down here. It's like 8x5. Copyright. So I'm going to go in with the It's Cosmetics Bye Bye Foundation because it's faster to use. I think I'm almost out of this one too. I'm going to do 2 pumps. Dang. Well, I'm glad to finally be almost finishing stuff. So what is everyone's plans for this afternoon? I mean, I'm in California, so we're back on lockdown starts tomorrow. We're on partial lockdown this week, or restrictions. Yep. My daughter is a teenager and she hates homeschooling. You know, but for them, it's like, oh, my friends. I miss my friends. My son, on the other hand, I mean, he has his moments. Like, he misses his friends. He misses being able to play with them. But he sees what's going on in the news. Oh, man, I'm trying to avoid the post office. I'm trying to figure out how to schedule a pickup. Because I had a giveaway winner for my Instagram. My post, I live next to the major sorting, or the major, like the big post office in the Bay Area where all the mail comes to be sorted out. And the lines get really crazy here. And I don't want to have to go in person because if it used to be a long wait prior to restrictions again, I know it's going to be worse now. Oh, wow. That's so weird. I know where my mom lives. I don't know where in the heck they're doing this, but they had the parents. My mom lives in Northern California, near Chico, where the campfires were last year. She actually lives right near there. And they made the parents sign a waiver, and basically the kids are back in school. Like, I don't understand that. Like, I mean, everyone signed waivers, so I guess it's okay for them, but I just don't get it. Like right now, like even though kids um are easier to recover, they'll recover faster, basically. That's what they're saying. Kids are more contagious than adults, or can be. Let me rephrase it. They can be. So that's pretty scary, in my opinion. Okay. Now I'm going to get my sponge and I'm going to go over the areas that I added a little bit more for coverage. Because I'm full of acne. Yeah. I want to. See, my shipping's international. I wonder if they'll still let me do it. I should call. Like, I know for local stuff, they'll pick it up. Jessica, they freaking my son's school emailed me that they're starting elementary school children to go back to school in January, after Martin Luther King Day. And yet the junior high and the high school get to stay home. I don't understand the logic of that. And I'm like, I told the school, my son's not going to school, and he has a weak immune system and he gets sick very easily. And so do I. So if he were to get sick, it would be fatal for me. I'm like, no, my immune system's compromised. So yeah. I hope, well, I don't like the reason why they'll be probably back to online school, um but a lot of states, even California, is considering to keep the kids elementary school. It was really stupid. I was just watching it last night. They want to keep the elementary schools open so the kids can continue to learn. And exactly, in January, that's the highest flu season. And with COVID, it's not a good mix. Like I was telling a friend of mine how, how many times have parents gotten a notice from school saying, "Hey, such and your child was in contact or could have been in contact with someone that has the hand, foot, mouth disease, or this, yeah, and to be cautious or whatever, or your child was near a person that had um lice." Oh my god, that's another one. Like, we get these emails telling us that our child was in near contact with these other kids that were sick. I'm like, if kids get sick that easily and they contaminate each other, I just see it's going to be really bad for all of us. Jessica, mine too. Mine's in 8th grade also. And they're not planning to return the junior high. They're talking about next year, but my 3rd grade son, they want them back. Stupid. Like, I would be more comfortable sending my 8th grader, hypothetically, again, if it wasn't as high as it is right now, I'd be more inclined to send her back because she's understands the severity of what's going on. She understands she needs to keep her mask on or whatever, because of the situation. Trying to tell a 1st, 2nd, and 3rd grader, "Hey, honey, keep your mask on for the next 4 hours. Hey, don't touch your face. Stop removing your mask." You can't. Sylvia, yep. My husband and I were discussing that about a month ago, how we had originally had our kids in online public schooling, but it got a little too difficult back then because we were both working. Now it's like, dang, we kind of, wish spots were available because they're not. Yeah, see, my younger one, he's doing great in homeschooling, but I know it's difficult or it's different for every single child. Like my daughter has some classes that she's really successful in and some that not so much. It's usually the classes that bore her that she doesn't like or she doesn't pay as much enthusiasm or much attention. So I just put a concealer all over the place. I really like the Marc Jacobs concealer because you could fix it to wherever you want. Yeah. I'm just going to use my sponge again. Good. Sorry, I got really puffy cheeks, so I have to be careful when I do my concealer under eye. Otherwise, I end up going like this and I go into my eyeball. I've done that many of times, but I usually edit it out. Mm-mm-mm. It looks good. Oh, my dad has friends in Visalia. They're there often when they shouldn't be. So he doesn't come over here because of that. But well, I'm in Santa Clara County. So I'm in the South Bay. And we have, I don't know if this is statewide yet, because it is supposed to be statewide is 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. And if your county has exceeded a certain amount of, you know, like if basically if there's too many people on the rise, um, now we're going to be back to basically when quarantine first started. All nail salons, hair salons, bars, restaurants, you name it, they're all being shut down Sunday evening at 7 p.m. After that, basically, you're going to be back to the 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. situation. So everything's going to be shutting down super early, and they're only going to allow a 10% occupancy. So, like, for example, if normally you're able to have 300 people in a store, like grocery stores, let's say, you'll only be able to have 30 people at a time now. Like Costco. I actually haven't shopped Costco since the pandemic because of how crowded it gets in there. I got too much anxiety. In San Joaquin, did they also do the restrictions? So I actually have the Hourglass in Golden Almond. It's a sample of the foundation, but I use it as for contouring. Sorry. Mm, and I'm only using very little. Again, I just want to make my cheekbones more refined. Like I would assume San Joaquin County would also have the restrictions. Yeah, we're back on lockdown starting tomorrow. Tomorrow, 7 p.m. Again, that's Santa Clara County. San Francisco has been already on stricter restrictions than Santa Clara because they were in red for the last 2 weeks. We were orange for the last 2 weeks. And now, after Thanksgiving, of course, everything has shot up. So now everyone's back to red in our area. And they said the hospitals, I'm sorry, are over full. Yes, buddy.
Can you make dumplings as lunch?
Mm-hmm.
Did you get dumplings?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
I'm gonna go Safeway.
okay.
I'm gonna go after this. Promise.
Okay. Mom, can I use any earpods?
Mm-hmm. They're on the counter.
Oh.
Right there. Careful, bud. Mm-mm-mm. Like, I'm not sure about your guys' areas, but I know for us, already a lot of stores for the last 2-3 weeks, have been sold out of TP again, paper towels, and all that stuff. And I'm like, people are doing a mad dash again in overly inflating prices, or trying to. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, I'm fine.
I have a question.
Yes, baby.
Was there any updates about my school?
No. Tell Cyrus to be quiet. I just had my setting powder. Where did I put it?
Look behind you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. I think someone did a typo. I don't know, but I know for us we were orange, which is bad, and red is worse. That's shut down. So I think they whomever wrote that email was slightly mistaken. Yeah, red's danger. So I have a little bit of the Laura Mercier powder. Gonna use it to lightly set my under eyes. Okay. And now with this brush, I'm going to go around my face. Right? It's like so crazy. You know, the weirdest place that well, not weird, but the random place where I found stock when the first time when the wave happened, CVS. I happened to go to my local CVS because I was trying to avoid Safeway. I forgot what I needed. I walked in and they had just gotten a shipment. So I was able to get like one of the big packs of TP and paper towels. And most stores, Sylvia, we could buy 2, but there's a lot of stores now changing their quantities to 1. But what I'll do is I'll just buy the big guy. I'm like, might as well. It's a nice powder. Like, I like it, but for the price, it's a little expensive. Like, this is the travel size that I got in Allure. I got an Allure last year. And what's funny, I gave like I used to have 2 Allure subscriptions because remember when they had the Sunday Riley Glow, the glow oil when it first came out, and they were launching it in the box. So I had 2 subscriptions and I ended up with 2 powders, but it's nice. Again, just too expensive. And if you go too heavy-handed, I noticed, it gets kind of on the cakey side. Like, oddly enough, I still rather use my Pretty Vulgar. I like that one a lot. The one we got from BoxyCharm. It will be 2 years. We got it 2 years ago in our Boxy Luxe. Like, it says it's mattifying, which it is, but it feels very lightweight, which is why I like it a lot. I have to actually remove the stiffer from my Pretty Vulgar one because it's pretty much out. It's really hard for me to shake it out now. But I usually just lightly tap it on my face. Because it just gets very, I know people like it because it like flattens everything out, but it's just, I don't know, to me, I'm like combo dry. So for me, it just gets too heavy always. So yeah, that's why, again, if you go very light-handed, and a lot of times I won't even go on my under eyes. Like, what I did today is I literally just put a tiny bit at the very point, and I just pressed it into my under eye area so it set it. There you go. So it would set my under eyes, but that's it. And then I pat it throughout the rest of my face. And with this one, you don't want to swirl it because otherwise it can, well, at least from my experience, and it could have been the products I used at the time, but if I don't pat it, it like lifts my makeup. Oh yeah, all those stores are out. That's why I said go check out if you have a CVS or a Rite Aid, because they have the bigger packs and they'll allow you to. Like I said, I got lucky, and when I went, they had still two of them left, and they were the 24 pack. So I got them both. And then I got a pack of the paper towels. Where are you from, Sabrina? I know other areas that have been hit earlier with the wave, they've been locked down sooner than us. Like we were doing good in California, and the holidays came and everyone I feel got overly confident. That's what happened. Everyone got overly confident. Even the mayor of San Jose, where I live, got called out for doing a family Thanksgiving, like his whole family. That's messed up. He literally tweeted, be safe, avoid whatever with their family. And he here goes and has a Thanksgiving feast with his entire family, brothers, sisters. I'm like, that's rude. That's so hypocritical. So yeah. See, I have the Becca Hydrating Mist powder, and it was nice on the face, but my under eyes got so bad and cakey. Oh, you're in Canada. Well, you guys started things a lot sooner. Like you guys are ran differently. So, your government, as soon as you guys see the wave, you start making adjustments accordingly, like you're supposed to. Oh, yeah. Over here, it's like they made it too political. Exactly. They made it too political over here when it's not. It's a matter of life or death. It's not political. Now I'm going to use, there. So, okay. I'm going to use my Benefit Cosmetics Cheek Leader Bronze Squad. They were. And even like, I have a couple friends in Canada and they were telling me, what is it called? Like how they did things and how they took care of their people with like their stimulus and stuff like that. It's like, there's so many people in the United States that lost their jobs. I was one of them. As soon as the whole mess started, I was gone, because I worked in construction. So I had other jobs lined up and they stopped all those. Like I haven't even gotten a call back. Unemployment's going to run out. Well, mine's out already. And trying to live in anywhere in California, and especially like San Joaquin, I know there's areas that are super expensive. I live in Silicon Valley, which in my area is where I live is considered the number one most expensive city to live in the United States. It's more expensive than New York and more expensive than Los Angeles. The like the $600 extra they were giving, that was the only thing keeping us afloat. Like, it's so stupid. Oh, I'm gonna stop talking about that because it's gonna make me angry, and I'll vent a little bit too much. Like Sylvia, you mentioned you got laid off also with COVID once it started. Like, have your stuff right now? Because I know people that basically, if there's no bill done before before they go on recess again on their vacation that is paid by the people, everyone will be SOL until Biden goes into office. Oh, damn, Jessica. It's probably your brother. It's Osiris. He's jumping on the bed. Yeah, like me, I lost it beginning of February, like mid-February. Like literally as cases were coming, That's when I got laid off. It was like a perfect timing. My company got sold and they were restructuring. So it just all happened at the same time. In my case, it's like they saw their easy way out because they saw the trend was coming because all the other countries were shutting down. And if they would have had, like most of the people in my position got laid off and as COVID started because they didn't want to pay us. So yep. Yeah. Like if they don't do something quick, everyone's gonna end up losing their benefits. Like again, I already lost mine, so it doesn't matter. But at least if something new comes, then I would qualify for an extension. So again, I'm gonna use the hula. Let me see. Doink. There we go. I want to use the hula, the one on the other side. This side. Now that my foundation's all on and powdered, now I'm getting a runny nose. Oh, wow. And you couldn't, did you at least try to apply for like private, I don't know what they call it, but it was like an unemployment for like kind of like self-employed people? Because I know I have friends on YouTube that are, bigger influencers, let me rephrase it. And they're like bloggers and stuff. And because they know this is their job, like this is their job, Instagram, blogging, and all that stuff. That they lost like a lot of endorsements and stuff like that. And they were able to qualify. I think it's that PUC. They ended up qualifying for that, and yeah, she got at least that $600 bonus. She at least got that for a couple months. Oh my God. Wow, that is horrible. That is so sad. That's very sad. Like, they should have just taken care of their parents instead of putting them in a home if they were afraid of having you, you know. That's what my family did. We're Mexican. We take them into the house. They took my grandpa and they're caring for him. They're not just going to abandon him in a rest home. I already told my kids, don't ever put me in a rest home.
That's like a slap in the face.
Big time. See what my daughter said. That's a slap in your face. Your children putting you in a rest home after, as parents, we took care of you guys for so long. If you have money for a rest home, you have money to make one of those little cute tiny homes and let them live like in your backyard. At least in San Jose. Yeah, exactly. In San Jose, they actually allow in-laws quarters. That's what they call it, in-laws quarters. And now they're allowing tiny homes where you can make your own little tiny home. So your in-laws or whatever you want to live there could be there, and you could take care of them with ease. Like my family, you know, the ones that live in the north, they can put trailers and all kinds of stuff in there. The ones that live in the Bay Area, you know, they put their little tiny home and they can easily take care of whomever they need to. You don't abandon them when they're old and make it someone else's responsibility. To live with my mom and my brother. Yeah, you know, you want to make sure everyone's, again, I don't know. I just think it would be very depressing. I know my grandmother, before she passed on my dad's side, she straight up, like, when she had to have surgery and they had to put her for rehab purposes in a home, but that was rehab purposes. They would not allow my my auntie to take care of her and be responsible for her physical therapy. Um, my grandma got really depressed and she straight up said, once this is done, don't you ever bring me back. Like, yeah. Oh man, stupid allergies. So I'm just going to put a little bit of bronzer on the bridge, the sides. Mm-mm. Yeah. Like my grandmother, she still lives in her own home, but all her kids live around her. Like two of her kids, two of my aunts, literally one lives behind her. So they made a door with an access. The other one lives to the side of her. My mom lives right around the corner. And, you know, literally like 5 or 6 of her daughters live all within a block of her, if not feet of her house. Mm-hmm. So our family is way too close sometimes. Sometimes we walk over there. Yes, like my daughter was just telling me, sometimes we just walk to grandma's house, or in her case, great grandma's house. Oh my gosh, my allergies. Okay, so now I'm going to put a little bit of blush. I'm just going to put this guy right here. Oh, this guy right here. This used to be my favorite blush to use. I so wore it out. It's like my favorite coral. Yeah. My grandma passed away in her home. My dad's mom passed away in her home. But like they made her sign a waiver. They made us, the family, sign like a waiver or something because they didn't want to let her go home. But they wanted her, she wanted to, you know, pass away in her own home. Oh shit. So I have literally 15 minutes before my husband gets up and starts getting ready for work. So yeah. So I'm going to finish my lower lash line. And what I'll do is I'll post the pictures, the completed pictures, on Instagram and of course on my thumbnail when I redo it. Which helps me out. I can Photoshop these acne spots right now because they're very aggravating. Such a pretty coral. Anyways, I didn't want to fuss with my bronzer and blush for too long. Sorry. Feels weird. I was using the Benefit Cheek Leader palette. It's the one that has the two bronzers, like the light medium tones, and it has the two highlighters, like the two popular ones. It's the Cookie. What was the shade? Oh, there it goes. It has the Gold Rush and Cookie highlighters. They're like so pretty. Masking is horrible. Thank you, baby. Oh, thank you. You picked both of them up. Are you talking about like just wearing the face mask? Yeah, face mask is what caused this breakout right here. My skin was finally better. Like, I even used those pimple patches I got in my Look Fantastic box, and it got rid of the big old pimple I had on the side, and I wore a mask. Again, I didn't wash my face immediately when I got home, and I woke up with a bunch of pimples. So for my lower lash line, you guys, I need to... So I don't want it to fall everywhere. So what I'm going to do, I want to... I'm going to start off with Emerald City and put that on my lower lash line. And I'm going to use this brush. I'm afraid of like the other one falling out all over the place. Yeah. Like, I've been trying to do the regular, like a skincare face mask and stuff, which I'm going to do that as soon as I'm done doing my pictures and whatnot. Because again, my skin was finally better, and this all messed it up. This is the setting powder brush. Emerald looks pretty though. Okay. Had a little stray on this. But I feel like using Rainier. Where are you? This guy right here. And just lightly using it to buff out the lower lash line. Definitely help deepen it up a bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the brush I was using for the powder to buff out the lower lash line more. To smooth out the edges. There you go. I need to make this side bigger. There we go. Dime sounds good. Is this the green one? I think this is the green one. This is Marigold. I definitely know I don't want the yellow. Woodsky? Oh, it's like a brown tone. There was like a red tone. Oh, the red tone was Hocus Pocus. I just thought about that. I don't know why I thought there was a red tone here. I think I'm going to just use brown. Simple. It's a nice point. Ooh, very creamy. Easy. I'm going to take this brush, my powder, and I'm going to blend out the lower lash line. Because definitely right now it's a little on the harsh side. Dang it. Spray right there, buddy. Thank you. Much easier. I mean, other than the severe kickback, I mean, the palette performed really nicely. That's for sure. The colors look really pretty. I want to use this Super Shock Chateau. Trying to pick a lip color so I could. Oh,
Keep dropping
I
it.
might have just broken it.
You broke it?
Thank God I did not break it. That was scary.
Come on, what about the thing that's also on video?
Okay, wait. Shh. What the hell? Looks like someone ate my lipstick. But I think this might work. Anyways. Oh yeah, I want to use one of the Super Shocks. I think this moss or Olympia would look really cool. Yeah, I think for today's purpose, I'm going to use this guy right here, Olympia. It looks really pretty. And I think I could use it with this. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try to use it as a highlighter. So let me set my face. I used the Ciate London. Again, I'm trying to finish as much as I can before the year's over. Since all my plans about doing like a monthly empties video or whatever went out the window, I want to do just one video where I do the best and worst of 2020 kind of empties. It's nice. Okay. So now I'm going to take Doink. Now I'm going to take Olympic. I'm going to use it on my brush, the Melly brush. It definitely looks glittery to me, but I want to try it as a highlighter. Yeah. Definitely too glittery for like a day-to-day highlighter. But for the purposes of this video, I think I can make it work. Usually, if I'm having a hard time with the brush, I'll go in with my finger. There we go. Now, I'm going to use this pencil brush, this big pencil brush from Hank and Henry, and go back into Olympic. And again, you guys, the rest of my makeup, I'm going to finish off camera. I just wanted to finish the eye look for now. Damn. These Super Shock shadows are very soft. Doesn't pop. Hold on. Let me spray my brush. Does anyone have some of these Super Shock shadows? If you do, what's the best way to put these on? Because I don't know. I just had to almost scrape the top layer. It's not really showing. I wonder if this was the one they said it wasn't very opaque. Sorry. So I have to like really dig in there to get it to look like anything's on my face or my eye. Now I'm curious about that moss and copper shade. Yeah, I should have looked at more reviews before or tutorials, because I know there were some that they also said were not very opaque. Look at how I went in super deep and it's not very visible. It's pretty, but it's very subdued.
What does that mean?
You can't see it very much. Mm-hmm. All right, I give up. Yeah, it's not very noticeable. Olympics not very impressing. It's not impressive at all. All right, so I'm just gonna put some lipstick. So it looks like I finished, but I didn't. No, that's too peachy. This is French toast from Gerard's. Again, don't know what the heck happened. It looks like someone ate it. Most likely in my pictures, I might end up changing it. That's nice. With the setting spray, I ended up losing a lot of the blush. It's a very soft blush. I didn't want it to be so dominant. Whoa, dude, if I remember before I shake this all off, I'm going to take a picture of my pant leg. I just noticed where I was like blowing the kickback, my pants are full of PNW and my floors. And I know it's that because I mopped before I started filming. So definitely for anyone that uses the Raw Beauty Kristi X Colourpop palette, be careful when you guys are applying it because there's loads of kickback. And as the colors got darker, the kickback got worse. But anyways, again, on my final pictures, I'm going to do my lashes and all that fun stuff for you guys. But for now, I'm going to leave it at that. So it's, okay. Yeah, this is uncomfortable. But yeah, so PNW so far was the worst one when it comes to kickback, you guys. It's all over the place. It's all on my shirt. I'm definitely will be making that short where I do the eyelid swatches, and I'm definitely going to be showing you guys how the fallout is, because this is crazy. It's almost as much as ABH is, and I was not happy with that. I hope it's just the few darker shades on the bottom row. I think I'm hoping it's that, because the top shades, even though it had kickback in the pan, it didn't fall everywhere else. But anyways, again, if you guys do end up buying this and you're using it, do it with caution. Make sure you don't wear white. Don't wear anything that will stain or leave it everywhere. And don't do your base makeup first. Other than that, I think the colors are very beautiful. They overall blended out very well once I started figuring it out. So I'm really glad about that. The shimmers, well, I only tried one shimmer, but the shimmer was really, really pretty, very creamy, and it blended all in very nicely. The one I can't talk. The Super Shock in Olympic, I think this is not very opaque at all. Now I'm curious to see how the other ones are, because this is not impressing me whatsoever. And everyone raves about these. So I'm going to try the like the moss one, because yeah, like right now this is a little bit of a disappointment to me. The liners feel really, really nice. Very creamy. We'll see how they last throughout the day, but they applied very nicely. But yeah, so I'm going to call it done for now. Again, I'm going to put final pictures and everything on my Instagram and on my thumbnail. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I will also make sure to post all products that I used down in the description. Don't forget, you guys, to enter my active giveaway if you haven't had the opportunity to do so. It's for US and Canada, and it ends on the 17th. So again, make sure you guys enter. I hope you guys have a beautiful day and be safe, you guys, especially all us Californians. Well, not only us, but everyone be safe. It's just California, we're back in the red. So, you know, we're going back on shutdown mode starting tomorrow. But take care, you ladies, and goodbye. Have a beautiful day. And keep an eye out for my next giveaway too. So this one and the next one.
Hey, Mom.